Tension arises as Favourable Prince William prevails Charles over the monarchy's power transfer. Prince Charles is unlikely to become king, with more popular Prince William likely to be the next to pick up the reins instead, say Britons. Nottingham residents were overwhelmingly enthusiastic about the Queen's rule, citing her great contribution to the nation. It was said the ginormous crowds which turned out down the mall to celebrate Her Majesty's 70 years on the throne prove the Queen is still very popular. But many told that when, in Her Majesty's own words, in the fullness of time another must take to the throne, it will be Prince William and not his father who answers the call. Another voter said, "I think William would do a better job and make it more popular than if it went straight to Prince Charles." He added that the Duke of Cambridge appears to be more in touch with reality than the Prince of Wales, suggesting that his father alienates himself with his political views. He added, "Charles can come across as a bit wacky." Stuart Crisp, a septuagenarian who described himself as Republican light, said, "I find it a bit strange that a bloke who's a year older than me should become king. I've got nothing against him, but I think if they skipped a generation it would give a youthful feel to the throne." Perhaps the most enthusiastic comment came from liberal arts student, who said, "I wouldn't have an issue with King Charles." Others argued that even if he would make a good monarch, the prince does not appear to be interested in the role anyway. Sandra said, "I don't think Charles is interested. She believes that when he took the Queen's place to open Parliament earlier this year, he seemed bored, as though he didn't want to be there." Another commentator, as well as retiree Liz Greenaway, also both agreed that it will go straight to William. But royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams that in a hereditary monarchy, a snapshot of public opinion means little. He added that polls have often shown a preference for William to succeed the Queen, but it isn't the way it works. Mr. Fitzwilliams claimed, "Prince Charles's whole life has been spent preparing to be king. He has created his own role as Prince of Wales and done so much valuable charitable work. We know he has strong views, however his constitutional role as king involves strict neutrality on contentious issues, whatever he personally feels. He must be above party politics." His views on the issue of sending illegal immigrants to Rwanda were leaked. Also his approach to China, when he boycotted state banquets, were controversial. He clearly has activist tendencies, but, as king, whatever he personally feels, he must be neutral. He also noted, he has done important environmental work for decades and there is an all-party approach to this. At least the Queen has clarified the vexed issue of Camilla's future title, which will be Queen Consort. Some Nottingham residents went further still than those highlighting a preference for Prince William, arguing that the monarchy would come to an end altogether after the Queen's reign. Sandra insisted she is a royalist but said, "I think it is probably coming to an end. It is believed that Prince William will take over Prince Charles' countryside estate Highgrove House, as well as a whole host of other properties and land when the Queen is no longer the monarch and Charles ascends to the throne." Currently, Charles is the Duke of Cornwall, and he is the controller of the Duchy of Cornwall, which is a portfolio of land and property. The official website explains, at the age of 21, in 1969, he became entitled to the full income of the duchy and took over its management. How the ownership of the duchy works has been laid out in the rules. A charter ruled that each future Duke of Cornwall would be the eldest surviving son of the monarch and the heir to the throne, which would make Prince William the Duke of Cornwall upon his father's accession.